Hi everybody and welcome back to Metroid Prime. In the last episode we explored a little bit more of the Chozo Ruins and we uncovered another couple of upgrades, including our morph ball bombs and our charge beam. And in today's episode we're going to be utilising the morph ball bombs at least. The charge beam was an optional upgrade. But with our morph ball bombs we can now head back on ourselves. Head back all the way to the Arboretum that we vaguely visited in the last episode. We had a little bit of an experience just falling into the water, to be honest. I think I figured out what happened there, to be honest. I said at the time that I wasn't touching the control stick, but I do believe that I accidentally hit back on the control stick, and it looks like I might have hit like some kind of minus slope and slid into the water. But I'm not trying to make excuses. It was my own dang fault. But alas, we're in the Arboretum, and well, there's more runes in this room. Like there were in the room with the charge beam. Now I've got to do the same thing again and scan 4 runic symbols which are hidden around the room, and one of them is hidden underneath this patch of not tangleweed, it's venom weed. I'm just going to blast out of the way quickly and then scan the runic symbol and then wait for the stuff to regrow so I can scan it, because venom weed is a scan for the logbook. Also, sorry if I sound a little bit hoarse or a little bit nasally. I fear I have a bit of a cold coming on, but I am a little bit short on time. Looks like I can't scan the venom weed from there, because the scan visor just seems to indicate that it's covering a runic symbol rather than what it actually is, and that's venom weed. There's a war wasp nest on the tree there. I should have dealt with that ahead of time and shot it from ground level or something. I'm sure there are other war wasp hives up the room. Can I get like the jump on it and like shoot them down ahead of time? I can't see any. But yeah, we need our morph ball bombs so that we can get through this section here, because of these blocks. Actually, I do. Okay, so I've said a few times that you can scan some stuff, find out what it's made of, and then that material. Okay, so sandstone is what can be blown up with morph ball bombs. And if you find any sandstone objects, then morph ball bombs are the way to go. I think it's cordite is for missiles. I can't remember. There's another kind of material that we won't be able to break yet. Here we go. Here's some venom weed that I can actually scan, and it won't interfere with the runic symbol thing. So yeah, there's another kind of weed that we could have scanned a little bit earlier. And that's tangleweed. And venom weed does damage to us if we try and go through it, in morph form or standing around. Either or damages you regardless. And we can always blow it out of the way with any kind of shot or a missile or whatever. We can always get out of the way. And tangleweed doesn't do damage to you, but venom weed does. Tangleweed just serves to slow you down. And I slipped off again. What happened there? So I don't actually understand why I keep falling off in this room. Maybe my control stick's a little bit sensitive, I'm not sure. I'll just meet you back up the top. Wait, I see orange dots on the radar. Is there an enemy nearby? Why do I keep falling off this bloody tree? I can't climb on that. Okay, well that's not very helpful. Okay, we're back at the start of the room. God damn, what's going on? I can't... Some weird, like, slippery edges to some of these platforms. I don't know, really. Seems like as soon as I try to look around the room at anything else other than facing forwards, then I just slip off the edge. So yeah, that seems to be what's going on around here. That's 3 times I've slipped off now into the water. I don't actually understand what keeps happening, but that's fine. Here's the last runic symbol at the very top of the tree. And then with that, this door is now, well, it's going to show us a nice cinematic view of the room. And here is the big door at the top. Don't need to scan this one to open it, unlike the door in the charge beam room. So can I scan this? Is this... No, sandstone is morph ball bombs. Okay, let's blow it open. Oh, I have a bad habit, really, of exiting morph ball form too soon. Morph ball form is not an easy sentence to say. Okay, more venom weed down here, and I think it's combined with reaper vines. Just progress through this room. Scan it down, like walk into the venom weed, And, oh, we're not done yet. We're heading to the big circular room in the middle of the Chozo Ruins map. And there is going to be quite an important encounter just through this door here. This is taking a long time to open. This is Flaahgra. Sounds like duck liver. No, I'm thinking of something else. Sounds similar though. What a very strange name. It's got way too many letters in it that's necessary. It could do without one of the A's and the H in it. And Flaahgra is the second boss and the main boss of Chozo Ruins. And the main way of defeating it is to knock down the mirrors that are powering it with sunlight. We can then access these tunnels and enter a morph ball bomb slot and deal some damage to it, and it shrinks down, and we killed it. No, just kidding. 2 mirrors now, both beaming sunlight upon it, and yeah, it just gets a little bit stronger and a little bit more inconvenient because now we have to dance around the room. Can stun it by shooting it in the face also. It likes to flail scythes around. Not very accurate with those shots, by the way. So you can stun it with a few shots. If I can actually move the cursor to the left. That was weird. Okay, yeah. So stun it, and then we can like strafe around the room. And as with most bosses, Flaahgra is a missable scan, so make sure you scan it as soon as possible. The bosses seem to take quite a long time to activate their scans, so keep that in mind. So while it's dazed, dance around the room and get to the mirrors as quickly as possible. Try and stun it as much as you can, so that what you can do is knock the mirrors back to their original positions. See, I always pronounce it Flaahgra, but I know there's no extra H at the end, so it's probably just Flaahgra. I don't know, his name it's the weirdest sounding name, to be honest. And let's knock down this mirror again. Put the mirrors up, and then every time you... Oh, jeez, he slapped me with one of his scythes as he fell over there. Well, every time you enter a morphable bomb slot like this, it destroys the passageway, so you can't use it again. And yeah, this is another boss that requires us to deal 4 hits to it. And we can only deal... There's like 4 slots, so 1 for each hit. And guess what? 3 mirrors this time. Yay, we can count. And then guess what? What comes after 3? 4! 4 mirrors! Ah! Well, okay. Let's not get pinned to the ground by it. And just stun it for a bit. And you can use missiles on the mirrors, but I don't really want to waste too much ammo. And I'd say strafe around the room is a bit quicker, because you can then hit the mirrors as you're strafing like this. I think you sometimes lose lock-on of Flaahgra, just randomly. So is that done? Yeah, okay. And there's also something else that I need to actually scan in this room, because not only is Flaahgra itself missable, but the tentacles that block the morph ball tunnels are also missable, so I need to scan one on its last bit of life. So make sure it's kind of a bit of a dick move, because it's not too obvious that it's 2 separate entities. But yeah, the tentacles and Flaahgra itself are two different scan points. So make sure you do so. If you can move out the way, that'd be nice. And it likes to block several passages at a time, so yeah, I'm actually taking quite a bit more damage than I usually do, I would say. Like, I'm not sure why. Oh yeah, 2 missiles is enough to stun it. Oops, I missed the red icon on the bottom of the mirror there. That big flashing weak point. Let's dance around the room, hit it with a couple of missiles. Oh, yeah, it's got some weird invulnerability frames, like when it recovers from being slapped down. Oh, would you stop? Oh, my missiles weren't working for a second there. It's unfortunate. But yeah, looks like I'm going to have to hit another couple of mirrors. Use charge shots if you want to maintain some missile ammo, but it doesn't actually matter too much. Yeah, just doesn't really matter at all. And it's going to... Don't block the path, please. Thank you. Yeah, luckily you can just slide right and past. Just look at it all dazed on the ground there. And one last morph ball bomb slot. And as its logbook scan indicated, it was indeed Flaahgra that was polluting the waters around the Chozo Ruins, and now that it's dead, all the water's been purified, and we can now enter it freely without taking damage. Thank God. And that's not all, because we also get a certain shiny reward, and it's another one of the upgrades that was knocked out of us on the Frigate Orpheum. We got our shoulders back! Hey! And we're also a slightly oranger colour. Or orangier? What's the word I'm after there? We got our Varia suit back. Hooray! Now we actually look like normal Samus again. Dangerous areas of heat are now accessible, including that one room in next to the fountain room, although there's nothing else we can do there. But that's not all. We also get the World Gallery unlocked for purchase. That's only in the trilogy version, I think. I don't think there's anything like that in the original versions. But yes, now we can splish splash in the water, and now we can go back and do a couple of things in previous rooms. Actually, maybe not. I don't know. I think we need another upgrade that allows us to wade through water. But yeah, here we have a nice example of what happens now that Flaahgra's dead. We can now sort of weave our way through watery passages, although our physics are strongly reduced when we're under there. Like, we can't jump as high and we move a bit slower. I'm just going to quickly scan this Tangleweed, because I scanned the Venom Weed, and yeah, it's just want to get them both out of the way in this episode. And down this way we have a certain other... Oh! There was a orange thing there. That was Ultra Energy. I could have scanned that at the time. Oh, there's another one. Oh, where's the... I think the Tangleweed description might still be up on screen, so let's wait a couple seconds. Okay, go. I'm risking it. And yeah, Ultra Energy replenishes 100 units. That's a full energy tank's worth. Down this way, I think there's a new enemy, isn't there? Yes. Okay, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. This is a pulse bombu. Also, you can see Samus's eyes in the visor. That's kind of creepy at the same time, but yeah, the pulse bombers just drop these pulse things, and I believe they're indestructible to our main weapons. Missiles just bounce off them, and if you use the charge beam, they get drawn into you, and that also bounces off. But you can sort of manipulate the whole drawing in thing and lure it back down. I think the only way to destroy these things at the moment is to they perish in water, so that's the only way of dealing with this guy, is to drag him under. Yep, it just explodes, and no, we don't get anything for it. Oh well. I just thought it was a smart thing to do, is get that guy out of the way. Stop him dropping his bombus in the middle of the corridor. I'm sure those enemies are called something different in many different Metroid games. They've appeared in Super Metroid or something else, and I think they were like some kind of something class drone in Metroid Prime 2. Like they seem to be renamed quite frequently. Also, there's a massively long drop down here. Let's go. Luckily, we don't take damage when we fall. We just, break our kneecaps. Nothing else. We just can't move anymore. And we get ambushed by a whole bunch of war wasps. Just going to destroy the hives first of all. I'd say that's the top priority there. Stop any more spawning before dealing with, the rest of them. And there are a couple of things on the wall up here that we can't destroy. Okay, so I was mistaken earlier. Cordite is not missiles. Cordite is something else. A slightly stronger upgrade that we'll get later. So we can't break Cordite stuff for now, but just keep that in mind also. There's a bit of Chozo lore here that I nearly missed. It's nearly passed straight into the next room. And I just remembered that, in case you were wondering, we can't get back up yet, because there is, of course, a spider-ball track that leads back up to that door. So once we fall down, it's a one-way trip for now. But as you can see, there's another panel on the wall with the 4 runic symbols. And there are 4 runic symbols scattered around the room, like hidden in every corner. And I think there's some hidden behind these cordite things on the wall. But of course we can't activate them yet. So this is a room we have to come back to. And we have to navigate it backwards to unlock a certain something for later. But anyway, through here we have another elevator. And this elevator will lead us to the next section we need to go to. I'm guessing we're still pursuing Meta Ridley at this point, although that's a plot point that seems to have been dropped. We seem to have been preoccupied with grabbing upgrades for now. But yeah, we can head down that way, and that's the next area. But before I do that, I want to take a quick detour, because there are two other exits to that room. I want to take this one first, because the other one will just lead us round in a circle anyway. And through here, I believe, is the vault. And in the vault we have another missile expansion, another bit of Chozo lore, and the vault leads out to the plaza area from a different angle. In fact, let me open the map and you can see where exactly we are. Yep, we're in the vault, and here's the main plaza. So yeah, there's a little corridor interconnecting them, and yeah, there's a couple of upgrades this way that I want to grab. We are going to be passing back through this section later on, but you know, for now, I think it's best to pick up this stuff at the current moment, just to bolster our supply of energy and missile. So here we have bomb slots again, and there's one at the very top that actually requires us to do a bomb jump, or in the trilogy version you can do a spring jump into a bomb jump, either or. But in the original version you'd have to do a double bomb jump. And there is a certain rhythm to it. You have to drop one bomb, then 1, 2. And yeah, that wasn't the correct timing. I've got the volume turned down so it's difficult to hear. Also, that should have gone in. Come on! I just didn't get enough height there. Oh god, I slid around the rim there for a bit. But there we go. Get up to the top bomb slot, and that unlocks the vault. And now we can access a missile expansion. And that's pretty much the only thing in this room. There's a bit of lore on the wall, but yeah, that vault was guarding one single missile expansion. Must be a very important missile expansion. And let's turn to your left, and you will see Chozo lore on the wall. So yep, another long bit of Chozo lore to have up on screen for a decent amount of time. Hopefully the other one's faded out by now. I'm not sure I'm going to time it otherwise, but yeah, once we've scanned that, we can now head this way, and more beetles. I can't stop saying beetile. I don't know why. It's because I keep saying missile a lot, and then when beetles appear, I have the word missile stuck in my mind, so I'm just like, they're beetiles. I don't know, that's another bad habit that I need to break, as well as saying, for some reason. Anyway, up here at the top of the main plaza, we can now get this energy tank that we saw before, I think, from the ground level, but now we can actually grab it. And unfortunately, as soon as we exit this room, the door closes behind us, and it's a one-way door. We can't open this one again. It just becomes deactivated. So yeah, that's a little bit of a dick move. You can grab the energy tank and then back in, but you know, you kind of need to be aware that that door will close behind you. So now we're sort of stranded in the plaza again, but it doesn't matter because now we're back in the plaza. There are actually a couple more items that we can grab with stuff like the multiple bombs that we couldn't grab before, and we need to head back to the Hive Mecha room eventually. I think if we head down to the lower level, we have... Yes, here we have a plated beetle. Now, I forgot to scan it at the time when we actually fought the first one as the mini-boss. But yeah, this guy is constantly here, so it wasn't a missable scan at all. But yeah, that's where you can find another plated beetle if you didn't scan him the first time, like I so foolishly did not. Foolish child. And I'm going to head back to the room where we first fought him anyway, because there's one upgrade that we can grab right now. There's actually nothing else we can do in this room at this current point in time. Also, the ceiling looks like it's about to collapse in. I see all the dust falling. And yeah, there's another plated beetle in here, if you really need to scan one. Yep, there's multiple. But what I really want to do is blow up this thing on the wall, which is probably sandstone, and in another missile expansion. And when I pop out, I'm just going to scan the plated beetle, just because I will keep forgetting otherwise, probably. God, camera needed to focus on him there. I can't rotate the camera fast enough today, and I don't know why. I think my Wiimote's acting up. Stop scanning random blue orbs around the room. Scan the plated beetle, please. Thank you. Oh, and by the way, it took 2 missiles before to deal with these guys, but it only takes a single charge shot to take out the abdomen. Also, I missed. It would take only 1 shot if I could actually land the hit. There we go. Yeah, 1 charge shot will be enough to take him out. And then it just lingers there. That's kind of disturbing. As its corpse fades out of his existence. There's other stuff in here. For example, there's a magnetic track on the ceiling for the spider ball that we'll get later. But there's also this half-pipe ramp, and that's also going to require another upgrade that I didn't point out before. And I think we can scan it to reveal Does it say what upgrade we need for it? No, it just says like it's like a smooth slope. Okay, I just wanted to check. So it doesn't spoil that upgrade, but it does spoil the spider ball, which is very strange. Let me destroy some of these scarabs. Missiles, just tank the blow. Excuse me, coming through. Okay, there we go. I actually somehow came out of that with all energy and all missiles. I don't know how that happened. And hello, other plated beetle. Let me jump out the way, and bam, you're dead. Aha! Aha! And let's head back to the hive mecha room, the hive totem, I think it's called. And back down this way. And there are another couple of upgrades that we can grab along the way that we couldn't grab before because we need the morph ball / morph ball bombs, and we didn't have them at the time. Let's pop on through here. Now we can deal with the ions if we really want to, but, you know, we just walk straight through. I don't... You know, they just mind their own business. You can disable them or you can destroy them. Doesn't really matter. In fact, I don't think I was fully charging those shots, but it was still killing them anyway. So, pretty weak enemies. Let's get rid of that wasp hive. And that one there as well. My aim is terrible today. There's something definitely wrong with the Wiimote. The cursor. Oh, beetle. Hello. Did not see you there. What's hitting me? Am I getting hit from behind or something? I don't know. I felt Samus taking damage there. There's like a little bit of knockback. How strange. Oh yeah, I need to go into this slot in the wall first. And here's where we need morph ball bombs. We could have gone back here with the morph ball, but we still have reached a dead end anyway. That's kind of a bit of a weird thing. You can see the passage on the wall is clearly morph ball sized. But yeah, we won't be able to get past these blocks without the bombs because they're made of sandstone. Which is the morph ball. What? Okay. Just slipped out of there. That's unusual. I guess there's like this thing on the wall that prevents you from coming out, but there's none on the edges like here. Like you can easily slip off there as well. Let's get through here, and I think I'm safe from now on. Let's get over here and grab another missile expansion. Gonna be grabbing quite a few. Once again, we're gonna have to do a bit of backtracking through the Chozo Ruins. Not too long from now, actually. Probably in a couple of episodes' time. And yeah, that would have been a prime opportunity. Prime opportunity. See what I did there? To grab the upgrades then. But alas, it's fine. I kind of want to expand the length of the episode a little bit more. And just go back through a couple of rooms. Also, there are now shriek bats in here when there weren't before. It's taking a little bit by surprise. And there's one more upgrade in this room. That's Tangleweed down here, but this is one we couldn't grab before because you need the ability to jump in morph ball form with either the spring ball or the bombs themselves. And there's yet another missile expansion back here. So yeah, we've grabbed quite a good number of missile expansions. It means I don't need to bother too much with them when we next backtrack through the section. And now we head back to the hive mecha, back through the room with the plasmites in. Let me just walk straight past you. Actually, never mind, they do damage to me. Let me get some relatively large energy there. And, excuse me, Mr. Plasmite, move up. Oh, bloody door, why'd you shut? I hadn't even passed through it, it just shut in front of me. God. And let's head back through to the room where we got our first energy tank. And now we have the morph ball, we can now slip through this hole in the wall. If we have a look at our map, we can see where this is going. This leads us back in a big ring, so that's the hive totem, and this is the elevator to Magmore Caverns, and that's the next area we're going to go to. And we've got this random 2D section. I don't know why it's 2D, could have easily been its own room, but now we've got these pistons, and we have to navigate it as a morph ball. And yeah, we could have come back this way if we really wanted to, but because there's that one-way passage that leads to the energy tank, I figured this is the best way to go. Like, what is it? Counterclockwise? No. Clockwise, yeah. Go from the elevator down to the plaza, then back to the hive totem, then back to the elevator. Just go around in a circle and pick up a few upgrades there. And made it back to the elevator, which we will descend down in the next episode, where we head to Magmore Caverns, the north end. So I will see you next time for more Metroid Prime. Bye for now.